Okay, I've just come through the door, as you can see. This is where the washer and dryer used to be. This is the first living room here. And this here used to be my mother's room. This is the closet that leads off into the bathroom. This here is the kitchen. This is another living room area. She had her office here and the living room, second living room right there. This was the video room. So we go further back here. This room here was my brother's. And that's just the closet over there. That was our bathroom there. This was my room. And closet. And back here was the studio room. There are so many memories off in this house. It hurts to know that we won't be able to come here anymore. My mother has always been the strong one of the family. And she worked 2 or 3 jobs all the time. For as long as I've been living, she's always had extra jobs. She was a caseworker at Department of Human Services in Conway. And she was a police officer for Menifee Police area at night. And of course had side jobs that she did, anger management classes. She also did some foster care work, always traveling. And we never really knew how stressed and depressed she was. And till one day she'd come to this room with a lock pad on it she put on there. And she stayed in this room for months without eating, without drinking, just her and her Bible. So we thought maybe she was fasting because she's always been strong in the church. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, she was at church. Never did skip, no matter how she felt. And after 30 days went by, We knew it couldn't have been fasting. And also, my mother is the one when she tell you to move, you better move and get out of the way. She would tell us to leave her alone. And it was between her and God. And so we couldn't do nothing but respect that. And a few more months went by. And something just said, go and check on your mother. And I did. And I saw how malnourished she was. And I knew that if we just let her sit in here and die, that someone was going to go to jail. Till one day my father was going to go and work on a car. That's what he does. He works on cars. And he was letting her know. He knocked. She didn't say anything, so he went on and forced his way in anyway. And she wasn't responding. We got to the hospital, and they said that if we wouldn't have got her there, she would have died by Sunday. My heart just dropped. She was in this mental retardation state. And I thought, oh my gosh, I hope she's not going to be like this forever. I mean, even with her at her job, she was working 80 hours a week. The people that she go out and see at the houses, she would help them with furniture, get cars, clothes, whatever they needed, she did. She always have had a good heart, but always stern in her words, though. And with her being so malnourished, that caused something called Wernicke syndrome, which I had never heard of before. And it caused her not to walk correctly, so she has a walker now. Her memory is not there like it was. She stays in the past a lot, but then she'll come back. Her eyes would do the real fast back and forth movements. When I read about Wernicke's, and it said, some people are unable to build new memories. That even just killed me. And it's hard to see your mother sit there and suffer the way she is. Although this is a good looking home to most, It is material things, but everyone has to have a place to live. When my mother got sick, she stopped paying bills in January, and we never knew it. So they lost the home, lost this home. This is probably my last day of being able to come in here. And so when they told me they were going to come and get the home, I went on and bought a storage building, as you can see. So I had to put everything in. And she's currently in a nursing home. I want my mother to be able to come home. I don't want her in a nursing home. We don't want her in a nursing home. We want her home with us to be able to take care of her. Maybe even get a nurse to come out and do the 24/7 care that she needs when we're gone. And for the time being, my father will have to stay in the RV that's out here, outside. That's the RV that's outside there. And she can't come home to that. That's the shop my father works on, cars. And it would just mean so much to me. It means a lot to me to have a home rebuilt for my mother on this land. And it don't have to be this big. It can be a 1 or 2 bedroom home with a ramp so she can be able to get in and out the house good. And I found out also that Wernicke syndrome, you can get that also if there's someone that's a strong alcoholic. But my mother didn't drink, she didn't smoke, so hers came from the malnourishment, very low thiamine deficiency. Uh, I guess, that's kind of a small summary of what has happened here. And I want to thank everyone that contributes or donates to my mama's funding for a new home and to pay the medical bills that were created. And she was in the hospital for 2 months. No insurance. And I ask for your help. And God bless you and thank you.